Okay, let's just get right into it. Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're taking something that usually just gets tossed straight into a drawer. Yeah, I'm talking about a dense technical safety manual and turning it into an absolute masterclass. We're looking at the official manual for the ghd Duet Blowdry. It's a seriously innovative 2-in-1 hairdryer brush. And instead of just skimming it, we're going to unlock the secrets to keeping this premium device running safely and effectively for years.
So here's a question for you. Are you ready to actually maximize the lifespan and the styling power of your brand new hair tool? Look, we all know the absolute heartbreak of accidentally breaking an expensive device. And this isn't just your standard hairbrush. It is packed with some highly sensitive high-tech components. So treating it right from day one, that means you get a flawless experience every single time without risking the tool or, yourself. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with essential safety rules, then meet your hair tool, move on to Ready, Set, Style, cover smart safety modes, touch on care and maintenance, and wrap up with troubleshooting and guarantee.
All right, part 1. Essential safety rules, water, electricity, and heat.
Now, the manual goes hard on this first warning. You'll actually see it bolded bilingually as mise en garde, which means a strict warning. You absolutely must keep this thing away from water. Never, ever use it in a bathtub, a shower, or over a filled sink. And here's something super important. If you're using it in a bathroom, you've got to unplug it the second you're done. Why? Well, just being near water is a massive electrocution hazard. Literally, even when the device is totally switched off. High-powered tools and water, yeah, they just don't mix. Let's quickly fire off the basic electrical protocols here. First up, the manual strongly recommends installing an RCD. That's a residual current device with a max operating current of 30 milliamps in your bathroom circuit. You also need to stick strictly to a 220 to 240 volt power supply. Now, because that barrel gets incredibly hot for styling, you have to keep it totally out of reach of kids, especially while it's cooling down. Do not touch that heated barrel plate. Oh, and a quick pro tip, do not use this on synthetic hair. Unless, of course, you really want to spend your entire afternoon peeling melted plastic off your expensive new toy.
Moving right along to Section 2. Meet your hair tool, anatomy of the ghd Duet Blowdry. Let's break down the components, straight from the manual's diagrams. So you've got the main handle with your power switch, but all the magic, that happens up top. You've got this heated barrel plate, and it's mixed with both heated bristles and non-heated plastic bristles. You'll also want to spot the air inlet down at the base of the handle and the air outlets wrapped around the barrel. Plus, it comes with a specialized cleaning brush and a heat-resistant storage bag that actually doubles as a heat mat. Don't toss those. They aren't just extra goodies. They are completely vital parts of taking care of this tool. Now, the most crucial part of the anatomy is this little thing called the raised finger guard. It's this subtle physical bump right on the handle just below the heated barrel. The manual is super clear about this. You avoid holding or even touching the brush past this point. It's purposefully designed to act as a barrier to keep your hands safe from the intense heat you need to actually set your hair. So respect the finger guard.
Okay, Section 3. Ready, Set, Style, the operational sequence. The actual startup sequence is surprisingly high-tech. First things first, towel dry your hair thoroughly. It shouldn't be soaking wet. When you plug the device into the wall, you're going to see a quick flash around the power switch and hear a short beep. That just means it's in standby. Then slide the switch to on. It plays this little startup tune. The light starts pulsing, and you'll hear the fan gradually speed up. But wait, don't start styling just yet. You need to wait until it plays a specific ready-to-use tone, and that pulsing light turns completely solid. That is your green light that it's hit the perfect styling temperature. And while you're in the zone styling, here is a massive operational warning. Do not block the air inlet at the back, and be really careful not to smother those air outlets up around the barrel. If you hold it awkwardly or let hair just massively pile up over the vents, the internal temperature can absolutely spike. And if that happens, the device is going to trigger an emergency fail-safe mode, instantly shutting down your styling session. So let it breathe. Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, Smart Safety Modes, Understanding the Signals. You have to remember, this isn't just a basic heater on a stick. There is a literal computer inside monitoring everything. And it's really important to know the difference between a normal automatic shutoff and a warning alert that needs your attention. Sleep mode, that's just a normal convenience feature. But protect mode and fail-safe mode, those are active warnings telling you something went wrong, like a severe power surge. Let's decode exactly what your tool is trying to tell you. For sleep mode, if you leave it on but don't touch it for 30 minutes, it just shuts off. Kind of cool. It also forces a shut-off after 60 minutes of total continuous use, just to be on the safe side. You'll hear a little shutdown tune for those. But if it enters protect mode, the heated barrel cuts out, you'll hear a beep and a white light flashes every 5 seconds. And worse, if it hits fail-safe mode because of a control error, the heaters die, it aggressively rapid beeps at you, and the light flashes red every 5 seconds. Basically, if you see flashing red or white, your device needs a reset. All right, on to Section 5. Care and maintenance. Maximizing lifespan. When you're all done and you slide that switch to off, notice that the fan doesn't just abruptly stop. It intelligently, gently ramps down. That's actually a feature to blow out any residual heat left in the air heater. Once it totally stops, unplug it right away. And please, don't just leave it sitting on your counter. Slide it directly into that provided heat-resistant bag or put it on the mat to cool safely. Also, every so often, grab that little cleaning brush from the box and gently sweep out any dust, hair, or product residue from the rear filter and the barrel outlets. Now listen closely, because this is probably the #1 mistake that destroys premium styling tools. Never, ever wrap the power cord around the appliance. Seriously. When you store it, fold the cord up exactly the way it came in the box. If you tightly wrap it around the handle or around your hand, it puts incredible strain on the internal wiring and will absolutely cause it to fail way too early. Treat the cord with respect, guys. Finally, Section 6, Troubleshooting and Guarantee, Long-Term Support. So, what happens if your styler does go into protect or fail-safe mode with those flashing white or red lights? The manual gives you a really simple 4-step reset timeline. 1. Immediately switch the unit off. 2. Unplug it completely from the wall. 3. Just wait for 5 seconds. Literally just count to 5. And 4. Plug it back in and turn it on. Honestly, in most cases where it was just a tiny power blip, this completely clears the error. Now, if the lights keep flashing after that, stop using it and give customer service a call. And that brings us to the number 2, which happens to represent your 2-year manufacturer's guarantee. All of these devices are tested individually, but in the super rare event that yours has a defect from faulty materials or workmanship, ghd will replace it with an identical or equivalent product for free within 2 years of purchase. Just make sure you keep your original receipt safe, because you'll definitely need it to make a claim. That should give you a really solid peace of mind about your investment. So there you have it. We've walked through the hazards, the anatomy, the exact styling sequences, the super clever safety modes, and exactly how to maintain this thing. By actually understanding the engineering inside this tool, you've just transformed a potential hazard into a safe, long-lasting investment. Makes you wonder though, right? How many of our other daily gadgets have hidden high-tech safety computers inside, just waiting for us to actually read the manual? Thanks for hanging out and learning with me today on this explainer, and hey, happy styling!